So out the box right here, I'm gonna do a quick unboxing for you guys. When you pull out, you see this is how it looks from the inside. There is the manual here on both sides, how you kind of quickly set this up. Has more instructions in different languages. Inside the manual, I think warranty maybe comes with an extra filter. This is the cable. As you can see, this one plugs into the stand, and also this one is the wall socket. At the bottom right here, you pull it out, there is kind of one spin pad. As you can see, there's quite a lot of cardboard for one little spinning thing down here. So this one has a number 2, so you're supposed to remove this part of the box. Second, you remove this. This is just basically all cardboard. And third, you take this out and you kind of reveal the whole vacuum basically set up in there. So I removed the actual vacuum cleaner. As you can see inside, it makes very careful that it's not gonna scratch this part or any part underneath, because it has a little bit of a plastic housing to protect the actual vacuum. So this is how it looks. One of them is pre-installed, so I gotta install the other one. This is what it looks like on the underside. This is the bristle that kind of goes in opposite direction. This goes up and this goes down, which is much better for kind of cleaning and also detangling. This is the automatic dirt disposal. Little lip that kind of opens up right there. And the trash, if you want to take out, there is a pin right here. You click down and this whole thing comes out. So right here you can see you can kind of wash the whole housing, but you cannot wash the filter, which is right here. How you take it out is basically you go in like that. How you take this apart is the button right here, you press, you can open this part out and you can empty it this way. And also the infrared camera at the front. Now the actual dock itself, as you can see, these are the 2 pins right here where you kind of, for the vacuum to charge. And this is where they kind of suck the dust out of the vacuum to get it all in here. This part is also leather, so it feels very nice. You kind of pull this tab up. These are kind of the bags that you need to replace once in a while. This is the iRobot bag. As you can see, it slides up and down. Basically, you come in here. As you can see, right in here, there's a little nook and cranny here where you slide this thing in. So this thing kind of occupies this space right here for all the dust to come in. And on this side is an extra pouch right here. So you have one extra free bag that comes with the vacuum. Another nice detail is that the tracks right here have little traction pads that when it comes in, it really makes sure it stays in and it's easier to get inside. And on the back too, you can see this has a kind of round space where you can put all the cables in. So little, as much as you need, as little as you need. If you don't need a lot, you put it in here, or you can take it all out to kind of put it back up. The plug is right down here. You plug it in and you can basically wrap this whole thing. There is quite a lot of space underneath this pad too, so you can really wrap this thing all around here. Actually get quite a lot of space in here, so that is really nice. So that goes for the first impressions, and my first impressions is the build quality is really nice. This is probably one of the nicer vacuums I have had, so I can tell this is going to last for a long time, so that's why I'm really happy with this. I'm going to test out all the kind of rating system to see if they're accurate or not. On Amazon, at the bottom, they have a rating system for each category. There is Alexa integration, battery life, for cleaning up hair, suction power, value, and deep cleaning. I'm going to go over each category and let you know if I think the rating is justified or it's a little bit overrated. Alexa integration, I do not have Alexa, so I can't test that feature, so I'm going to skip that one for now. I'm going to move on. So the battery listing for this is 75 minutes, so I'm going to have it run on its own kind of roundabout to see how long it actually lasts. So I looked through the history of the Roomba and added up all the times it was vacuuming, and it added up basically to 85 minutes, which is 10 minutes longer than it's advertised. So I would say the rating deserves to be a little bit higher because that is an excellent battery life. So now I'm going to move on to its ability to clean up hair. So we'll see how that does. As you can see, there is quite a bit of hair right here. So I'm going to see how well it does in this environment. As you can see, all the areas that it did clean up, it was no hairs at all. It basically got around to this area and decided to loop backwards. So all the areas that it did go over, no hair whatsoever. So I would say this is maybe a little bit even lower rating. I think the rating should be a little bit higher even. The final test is to turn it over to see if any of the hairs got tangled inside of the... No, there is no hair in here whatsoever. So this is also a great detangler because I have noticed some of my other robo vacuums do get hairs detangled in here. So this is really good in my judgment. So next, we're gonna go over suction power. I have done some tests on the car hardwood floors. And as you can see, it does a pretty good job with the suction. There is some increase, but this is even above average because a lot of the vacuums I've tested, they most, if not all, leave a little bit in decreases. So this is pretty good when it comes to suction power. So I would say 4 is a fair rating for the suction power. Next, we have the value. Well, with what you're getting for this vacuum, you're not just getting the vacuum, but also the base. And the base, this thing is super sturdy with a leather strap. You come on here, all the extra equipment is here. The bag, there is an extra bag for you to use. The design is also a bit better than most other designs because this is at an incline. So when the robot is on here, the dust will go all behind the vacuum. So it's going to tilt back, so it makes it a lot easier to suck in here. And also because of the design, you can see if anything gets clogged in here, you can also unscrew to take this out to manually unclog anything here. There's the cameras, the lights, dual brushes here. Rubber makes it really good for hardwood floor cleaning. There is intelligent design, so nothing spills over. So I would say, even though a lot of these designs it's really good, the quality is really good, and I know this is gonna last me probably years because of the high quality materials, it is still quite on the pricey side. So even then, I would probably rate it a little bit, maybe 0.1 lower than 4 right now, but still, this is still a pretty good deal in my opinion. Next, we'll move to deep cleaning, which I have set up some protein powder and chips onto the carpet. And as you can see, although it doesn't get perfectly every single spot with the protein powder, but from my experiences, that is definitely above average for robot vacuums because all I have tested still left a little bit protein powder. So I would say 3.6 may be undervalued. It might be closer to a 4. And especially the bigger pieces, it gets them no problem. Next, we have the noise. And I can demonstrate the noise to you right now. So I'm about maybe 1 feet away the mic, so that's about how loud you should expect the vacuum to be. The vacuum is quieter on the carpet, so I would demonstrate you the kind of sound levels on hardwood floor. As you can hear, it is definitely a little bit louder on non-carpeted floor, but it's not too loud. But I will say the biggest disadvantage of this vacuum is definitely the noise level of the dock because it is so powerful and gets all of the dust in a shorter amount of time than the other docks. It is quite loud. So you want to put this away from your regular living spaces. So I can give you a demonstration. I'm about maybe 1.5, maybe 2 feet away. Empty the bin right now. So that's why when you put together all the noises of this vacuum, I can understand why the noise level is at a 3.5, which I think is fair. Last, we have the ease of use. I think ease of use is about fair also because a lot of the other vacuums, they have 2 buttons. One is to start and one is to return to dock. This one only has 1, so that's why you gotta set up the app, which the app is also very easy to use, but it is an extra step if you don't wanna use the app. So I think for the people who aren't interested in all the technology, they just want a vacuum that works without that. This is a little bit more complicated because you do need the app for everything to really function really correctly. But once you do set it up, it is very easy to use because the app, start vacuum, you can empty the bin, you can set schedules, you see the history, you can set which room to vacuum, and you can change your cleaning preferences. All these are very easy and readily available, so you don't have to go through a bunch of complicated settings. So that's why I do like this app for that. So yeah, overall, I think the ratings were a little bit, on the uncharitable side for some of the points, but overall, I think this is a pretty good pickup, especially if you can get this on a sale. This is definitely well worth it because I'm definitely surprised by the build quality. This is the definitely best built vacuum robot I have ever tested.